Welcome to Magnet Marketers, our weekly live show where we break down the head, heart, and hand approach to building sustainable growth in your business. During each episode, we share actual client marketing best practice examples, strategies, and tactics that will help you generate real results. Our belief? A magnet always works better than being a bullhorn to attract, retain, and build your brand. Ready to dive into this week's Relationship Marketing Training Tuesday? Well, let's get started. Here's your host, Mike Gingerich and Jessika Phillips. Yay, yay, yay. Hello, hello, and welcome to this week Training Tuesday Live. Our goal is to always help you become a magnet versus a bullhorn, with your marketing. And today we're excited to dive in with our special guest, Owen Video, and talking about how you can use YouTube successfully to grow your brand. But before we get started, if we've not met before, hello. My name is Jessika Phillips with Now Marketing Group in the Relationship Marketing System. My goal is to help you become more of a magnet with your marketing too, but to love more, give more, and be more through the art of authentic relating. And my awesome co-host, as always, it's Mike Gingerich. Mike lives to add value to people's lives in uncommon ways through coaching businesses and individuals. He strongly believes in the value of travel to bring about new ideas and change. He's a fitness geek, and his superpower is synthesizing information and providing tangible next step ideas. He does just that. How's it going, Mike? You can't hear me? All right. Well, can you guys all hear me out there?
All right. If I say something, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, you do? Okay. Dang it. I just lost that ability to hear. I'm going to jump back in. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. Well, while we're waiting on Mike, always the technical difficulty sometimes, I am going to just go ahead and introduce my friend, Owen. Owen is an award-winning YouTube growth strategist and high-performance business coach behind the nation's most visible and influential leaders. He spoke at Social Media Week Lima, just tore down the house. He was providing so many great ideas to everyone, but I'm not going to do the full justice of this man without you just meeting him directly. So how's it going, Owen? How are you?
I'm so good. It's super good to be here. And thanks for having me on your podcast. We've been friends for like 10 years. We have the same birthday, and you've never invited me to be on your podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Because I just want to invite you in person to hang out, Owen. That's just
true.
How it is.
It's true. No, I think I did your podcast once early on, and it's been just a pleasure to watch you grow, Jessika, because the social media space is just full of look at me types. And it's really quite refreshing to see someone building a business, generating revenue and thriving. And so you're setting just a great example for the rest of us.
Well, I appreciate you. And I've enjoyed watching you grow as well. And just what you do with video. I mean, literally, we've renamed from Owen Hemsath to Owen Video because that's just like what your jam is. And I know that you have so much wisdom behind not just the why, but the how brands can use YouTube. And I know we were talking behind the scenes with Mike. And by the way, Mike, can you hear us? Hopefully, I would take that look as maybe not, but that's okay. We'll keep having this conversation. But we were talking behind the scenes, Owen, in regards to just brands growing YouTube and how you and I as marketers, we can talk, like you said, it's like a lot of look at me types. But when you're a brand and you're using YouTube to truly grow, it looks a little bit different than just putting like a TV commercial up there and just using another platform to bullhorn a message out, right? As we say, magnet marketers. So I would love to just ask you the first question on just how do brands think about YouTube and how do they approach it when they're looking to grow clientele from using YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And it's really what makes our company different than all the other companies out there. I mean, recently there was a huge social media conference out there and they had a couple of different YouTube speakers. I was not one of them. But not one speaker there had any experience growing a company's YouTube channel. And I think that that's really interesting because most of us have businesses. And while being kind of like famous is fun, at the end of the day, we're looking to create videos that do three things. Really, we want to be in the center of those three things. So you want to be making videos that you love, that inspire and encourage you. Like you wake up and you're like, I can't wait to make that video today. But number two, those videos need to have an audience of people that are listening. This is where most business owners are going to struggle, is in understanding who your audience is. And that you actually have a couple different audiences that you want to reach with separate messages. And third, videos that make money, right? So when you're making videos that you love, videos that people watch, and videos that make money, and you're in the center of all three circles, you're in a place where you're generating 6, maybe even 7 figures in revenue from your YouTube channel. So how do you do that? We have a process called the 5-step video profit accelerator that we'll get into, but I want to just start with this very clear point, is that YouTube is more like Netflix than it is like social media. And that's really important, because
that is a tweetable right there.
When you treat YouTube like social media, then you're looking for likes and you're looking for comments and you're looking for views. Netflix has none of these things. Netflix doesn't care if you comment, and Amazon Prime doesn't care if you like a video, right? They want you to do what? Watch episode after episode after episode in what's called a binge watching session, right? This is,
I call it like craveable too, right? And by the way, you guys, I'm sure you've already heard some good nuggets here. So type the word recap in the comments if you want this sent to your inbox tomorrow, of a recap of what Owen's sharing, links to what he's talking about where you can dive into more, and some really solid examples. But I love what you said, binge worthy, craveable, right? Like you leave them wanting more. And I think YouTube, like you said, it's more of a lean in kind of thing than just the social component, like live video. This is a whole other thing. This is getting engagement, all that. YouTube, you said, like, it's craveable. People want to dive in more and more.
Yeah, and you got to think about the difference between growing YouTube as a family vlogger or as a slime channel. That's look at me stuff, right? That's like, I don't really have a business behind it. And these are most of the people who are teaching YouTube now. It's like they got famous on YouTube and didn't make any money. So now they're teaching people how to get famous on YouTube. And that's not what's going to grow your business. Exactly. What's going to grow your business is by creating a channel, just like Channel 2. And on that channel, you want to have multiple shows, just like Channel 2 has multiple shows. There's a morning show, there's a talk show, there's a news, and there's maybe reruns in the afternoon. You want to have a YouTube channel that has multiple shows that are attracting your core audience to that channel. So here's an example. Let's imagine for a moment, if you will, that you're a plumbing company, you're a local plumber, and someone has a leaky faucet. Think about that person, right? They're literally in a room with a leaking kitchen sink, right? And it's like maybe water's kind of spurting out from all sides, and they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? They're going to Google or YouTube, right? It's the same thing. And they're searching for like how to stop a leaky faucet. So they're in this place where they're searching for you because of an immediate need. And you need to have videos there that meet that need, right? And it's going to be like how to stop a leaky faucet. And you, as the plumber, you're going to make a whole bunch of videos on how to stop a leaky faucet without tools, how to stop a leaky faucet in 3 minutes or less, how to stop a leaky kitchen faucet, how to stop a leaky bathroom faucet. You're literally going to create a show on how to stop a leaky faucet with multiple episodes on your channel that each reach out to that homeowner, that core demographic in their moment of need. Now, they're going to say to themselves, you're saying to yourself, well, Owen, I don't fix leaky faucets. I'm a big time plumber. I get that. But here's the deal. You want to be the guy, you want to be the plumbing company that helped that homeowner solve their problem so that when they have a problem they can't solve, they trust you, they know you, they like you, and they're coming to you. And so having a content strategy, what we call programming, right? Having programming that is set up to create a high probability of attracting your target audience is the first thing. And that's what we need to think about as business owners, is like, what are my people looking for?
I've found so many clients from YouTube. First of all, I don't think many people realize this, is that YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. And if you really are looking to solve a problem, a lot of times that's where you go. I know I like go to YouTube University, as I call it, all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
especially being the first time I've like lived by myself ever in the past 2 years, like, you know, now being a homeowner. Everything is a YouTube emergency, how to stop a leaky faucet, how to change the doorknob, whatever it is. But you're right. Like, I've saved the channels and subscribed to the channels that have helped solve my problem. And I may not have hired them then, but I have came back to them when
Yeah.
I did need a hire. Literally, the guy that fixed my garage door was because I was watching his videos first on how to program my garage door opener
So
and
perfect.
everything. Like the
You can
basic stuff. It wasn't even, he's not even selling the openers, right? But it's that kind of philosophy. And one other question I have for you, and I know you're going to dive into more of this, is that like some of the clients, I think too, it's like you can make videos for your current customers to keep them.
Yes.
Like that's one thing that's helped us too.
That is so big. Yeah, that is so
Mhm.
big. We like to think of YouTube as a table. And any good table is going to have 4 solid legs, right? You can imagine a big, strong, rectangular table. And if it only has 3 strong legs, you're immediately going to see that it's off balance, right? That it doesn't feel stable. And maybe you don't want to rest your trust on that unstable table. That is the same with YouTube. Okay, YouTube is this table, and we want you to start with 4 legs. Now, over time, you can add more legs, you can take away legs, and we call these things silos, or you might call them playlists on YouTube. But you're going to come up with a series of videos all on one topic, and you're going to cover that topic from a few different angles. And so, one of those shows should absolutely be videos that your customers need. For example, we just did a whole series of videos on vMix. vMix is a software that allows you to do some cool like camera tricks like I'm doing right now if you're watching us on the live stream. And it's a great software. It's not really, it's one of those things we teach our clients and we're going like, oh my God, we don't have any videos to show our clients. So what we did is we made this series. We're going to publicly put it on YouTube because it's going to attract a whole lot of search engine traffic from how to do XYZ with vMix, how to do ABC with vMix. But whether or not those perform well is beyond the point, because at the end of the day, my clients are high ticket clients, right? They're high performing clients. They own businesses. They're already making money. And so they're going to go watch my video and they're not going to say, they're going to watch my video and they're going to say, I want to hire Owen. He seems to know his stuff. What they're not going to do is they're not going to go to my channel and aggregate all the vMix videos and be like, ha, 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 now I don't have to pay him, right? And this is where a lot of business owners struggle is they go, I don't want to share my secrets.
You're so right. Oh my gosh, that comes up all the time. By the way, hi, Mike. Hopefully you can hear us and we can maybe hear you. But you're so right, Owen, like getting over that fear. We have had that struggle. We worked with a client literally 9 years before they trusted us enough because somebody else made the video first on what they did. I'm not going to say it because give away the client, but what they did, it was getting a lot of traction and clients from it. And they noticed that and they're like, oh, maybe we should have done that. And I'm like, yeah, I've been saying it for 9 years.
It's really important.
But
and here's the thing.
People are going to find out information regardless. You might as well give it to them. That's not why they hire you. Like, that's literally how I grew Now Marketing Group, was teaching people how to do what we do. Because I knew that wasn't why they were hiring me. They're hiring me because they don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it. And they want
to do what they love.
And look, there are some things that we don't teach on our channel, period. And you know what? There's always new things to learn. So this idea that you're not going to share your secret sauce, look, somebody else is. Somebody else is. And your secret sauce is, most of us, like, it's not as secret as you guys think, right? Like, there's somebody else who'll teach another way. And even if it's a less good way of doing a thing, they'll do it because it was publicly available. And so you want to be in a place where you're making a video that reveals a little secret sauce and is leveraging your program, right? So you're going to say, now, I teach this in more detail in my program, which you can access in the description box below. But to just say I'm not going to share it is a scarcity mindset. And truly, it's a baby boomer mindset that doesn't have a place in today's society. So if you are a baby boomer, you need to start thinking like a millennial and you will outproduce your baby boomer colleagues.
Yeah. I like to say it's not what we do, it's how we do it anyway, right? Like somebody else does the thing that you do. It's not that special. Even if you have your special sauce is how you do it. That's something that can't be replicated by anyone else, right? So that's what video is powerful in doing too, is showcasing your personality. Like I love that you shared at the very beginning of knowing who you're creating the videos for, current clients, potential clients, right? And those people that you can help, you're showing up. And you shared some examples of it at Social Media Week Lima's talk, which we'll make sure we'll include that link in the recap blog. And I love that you said one of the people that were doing videos, they're dry as toast. It was like the quote that you used.
Yeah, it's
but
like,
they're helpful. They're helpful, and people come back.
There are, and that's the thing is that we get concerned about our hair. We get concerned about sort of like our look. I didn't do my hair today. And these are the things that will cause people to love you. Where Jessika, Mel Robbins does this a lot on her Instagram channel. And I really like it. She's like, I just got out of an appointment. Mel Robbins talks like, so I just got out of an appointment. And she's kind of like frizzy. She's in New York. She's moving around. The wind is blowing in the phone. But she had to deliver that message because she felt the urge. And that's where I want my clients to be with video. So I teach my clients that every month you should be working on 5 videos that are going to have a high probability of attracting search engine traffic. So, how to do X with no tools, how to do X quickly, right? It's a whole series of videos that share a theme in common, but you've got to leave room once a week to pull up your phone or pull on your webcam and comment on something when you feel the urge to do it. So if the White House does something, or if someone in your industry, maybe Mark Cuban does something, then you're in a place where you can go, I want to comment, right? Real estate, this is big in real estate. So like the market's shifting right now in real estate. On the market longer, right? So you go to do a thing where you go, hey guys, the recession is here. The market is coming. And I want to tell you guys how to get prepared for this. So I'm going to go through like 3 things you can do, whatever the case might be. But being in a place where you're bold enough, brave enough to pick up your phone, press go on your mobile device, and film something that shows people that you're raw, that you're real, that you care more about them doing what they need to do more than that, than your hair, right? Like, outcare your competition. Let me tell you something. I understand. I'm a recovering cancer patient. I beat stage 4. I'm in the process of beating stage 4 cancer. I went from 9 tumors down to 1. I'm 0 symptomatic. I have no symptoms, all through positive health therapies, no chemotherapy, no pharmaceutical drugs. And I understand wanting to look good on camera, but I continued to make videos even while I was dark and sort of going through the raw process, because I wanted my people to know that, like, hey, I'm going through a thing. You're going to go through things too, right? Yeah. But we've still got a job to do. And I'll tell you, it was that tenacity and is that fire that causes people to go, oh, and I want to work with you, right? So be in a place where you can pick up your phone and you can go live with sort of crazy hair. You can go live without your makeup on, because you want to show people how much you care about them leveraging the content that you came to share.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, I know I'm coming in late here, but I'm thinking from that perspective as a small business owner, and you just, shoot me down if you already answered this one, but sometimes they have that question about, time length. Do I need to be consistent with that? Can I be variable? How much variable can I be, and what's too long?
Yeah, your video should be as long as it needs to be and not a second longer. But if we wanted to put that into real terms, we could take a step back and look at, blending top producing YouTube videos with your actual freaking schedule, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to make videos that you love. And if those videos are painful, if that process is expensive and time consuming, you won't do it, right? So a big part that we work on with our clients is building a system largely of automated processes. So whether you're working with a VA or you're using some automated programs like ClickUp, right? You want to put in as little time as necessary to make a great video. So what we talk about is the value in 3-minute tips. Okay, listen to this. 3-minute tips. Come up with 12 vocabulary terms of your industry and define them using the phrase, what is, in 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. That's 12 videos. You could sit in front, you could rant right now on those things. So if you're a home construction expert, you could talk about like, what is a roofing remodel? What is a room renovation? And talk about these terms that you want to be known for and sort of define them in a way that the viewer cares about. Hey, today we're going to talk about what is a room renovation and what does that include? What does it not include? So that when you're going out to find a contractor that's right for you, you're educated and they can't pull any fast ones on you. Stick around. It's Rob the homeowner, right? Or Rob the home builder. So
those are huge, by the way. Like,
telling you,
those are huge. One of our top videos, seriously, are those videos. And it's not the most exciting ones that we have, right? Like, it is, what is a buyer persona? What is relationship marketing? Like, those just like,
yes.
kill it.
100% yes. And you could even do what is a buyer persona. That's one video. And then a second video could be what is a customer avatar. Look, you and I both know they're kind of the same thing, but different people are going to search for different terms. And so having that wide sort of breadth. So content strategy, 12 vocabulary terms that you want to be known for
evergreen
in your industry. Another way that you can go is to pick one keyword term. This is really big. Pick one keyword term. And so we often, let's go with your real estate agent. It's going to be like how to sell your home. So we take that. We want to get found for even, let's go even more granular. It's like how to sell your home in Cincinnati. Okay. So you're a Cincinnati-based real estate agent. You're trying to get listing clients. And so you're going to make a series of 12 videos that are following that process. So how to sell your home in Cincinnati, Ohio fast. How to sell your home in Cincinnati for more money. How to sell your home in Cincinnati without hiring a realtor. 7 ways to sell your home in Cincinnati, and so on and so forth, right? You're taking that one keyword term. And by the way, this is like completely opposite of what you're going to hear from most YouTube experts that are going to tell you to find 10 keyword terms and make 10 separate videos. But here's what you're doing. You're taking one shot and you have to hit the bullseye. You make one video off one keyword term. You have one chance of ranking. What if your video doesn't rank? Wasted all that time and energy on a video that never gets found. That's why we say make at a minimum 5. I know I say 12. I had 12 because 90 days, one video a week. But let's just say you take one keyword term and make 5 videos that each have that keyword term in them. You have 5 chances of ranking now. So what you want to do then is make that 5-set video that we call a silo. That's a table leg, right? So you've got one leg of your table based on 12 defined terms. Then you've got another leg of your table that's based on 5 videos based on a keyword. That third leg, pick another keyword, guys, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Right?
So smart.
And
look up what people are asking, right? I'm sorry. Guys, type the word recap in the comments here if you want this, because he's dropping some gold nuggets here of good info. And I love what you're saying of picking those keywords, making multiple
that was beautiful.
to rank. And some, I know brands don't know, or businesses, what keywords, or they'll use the wrong keyword, right? For example, we have a client that they're calling their service something different than what clients are searching for. So we've looked at what their comments have been, what their questions have been, the top 10 questions that they're asked, a lot of times to make evergreen content.
So that's a great third leg or fourth leg, your FAQs, right? Your frequently asked questions. Get all of those questions, and we include SAQs in there, should ask questions. We include those in there as well. These are the questions you want to be asking, Owen, do you have financing programs? That's a good question to throw in that mix, right?
Yeah.
But you're building out this entire leg of FAQs that people, we're doing the same thing right now on our channel. We're doing things like, should I delete a negative comment? How to add a channel manager, right? They're very simple FAQs that I'm trying to cover in about 5 minutes or less, right? So it's you come in, because I'm imagining you're in the background trying to add a manager. You've got someone you're trying to add. You don't have time for my jokes and for all the production value that I want to add.
Oh gosh, yeah, that gets so annoying.
hey,
Like, get to the answer, please. Yeah.
Yes. And that's what we do. We sort of answer and then build, right? So it's like, here's how you add a channel manager, blah, 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 blah. Now, what are some things to watch out for when you add a channel manager? Number one is that person with this authority can delete your videos. So, so we
questions to ask before you hire has been like a huge one for us too.
Yes.
I mean, this is good. And I like that you said it builds off one another. And I want to see we'll link in some examples because as we wind down here, like of showcasing what that looks like, because YouTube has that ability of, as soon as you watch one, like you said, making it craveable, making it, people wanting to dive in more. As soon as they watch the first one, they're like, man, that was good. So, I did have that as my next question, or should have asked question.
So let's talk about that, right? YouTube is all about discoverability. YouTube is connected to billions of people, and their only job as an algorithm is to put the right video in front of the right group of people. And so here's how the algorithm works. Number one, the search engine, right? Search is 10% of all YouTube traffic, only 10%. Now, reality at the end of the day, there's probably 1 million people searching out of that 10%, but I want you to know search is 10%. So we go to Google, we go to YouTube, we search, and we find a video. That's 10% of all YouTube views total on the platform. 90% of all YouTube views are from people binge watching after they've already arrived on the platform. So here's what that looks like. They go to the platform, they search for something, they find you, and they're watching you. But on the right-hand side of the desktop, videos are being suggested or recommended to them. And they click on those videos, they're now binge watching. And that's 90% of all YouTube views. So how do you get found in the right-hand section? There's only one way. The YouTube algorithm link works like a chain link fence. So those videos on the right-hand side are related in title and topic to the video they're watching now. So in order for your videos to be recommended on the right-hand side, you need to make a series of videos, 5 minimum, that all share a common theme or a common keyword so that YouTube can say, these other 4 videos are related to this video about the leaky faucet. So we'll recommend those. And now you're creating binge watching sessions, which will end up in more subscribers. But that is where you will get your clients from. No client has ever been, and we serve, like our client hall of fame, right? Johnny just generated $800,000 in revenue 2 months ago from a YouTube campaign. That's real money, guys. Okay. How does that happen? Is they never say, oh, Johnny, I watched your one video about your product and I bought from you. It's not how it worked. They went to Johnny's channel. They binge watched 6 or 7 videos and they called him and said, I'm ready to invest with you. This is so powerful. Your clients are going to call you and say, hey, I watched a bunch of your videos. You're the guy for me. And
they're sniper watchers. Like you don't even know that they're there. Like you said, it's generated real revenue. It spends a lot better than the likes and that kind of stuff of like the people like, I want to go viral, right? Like you're saying, because a lot of times we'll get the calls in and the clients that, like you're saying, have watched so many of our videos, like our how-to stuff, and they've never commented, they didn't like it or any
lurkers. I love
they're
those
watching.
Those are my best clients.
Those are the best, right?
I met a guy, Ryan Rodenbeck. He's a top 50 broker in Austin, Texas. We are great friends. He's actually in France right now, just kind of celebrating some time off. And, he kind of called me up and he's like, I've been watching you for a long time. I want to meet you in Dallas and we're going to sign a deal. And sure enough, I went to a conference out there in Dallas. We met in the lobby and we signed like a $24,000 deal. Never left a comment, never liked, never tweeted me out, right? All of those things that are being taught at these so-called business conferences are really, not designed to help the business owner, right? They're designed to help the influencer become more famous, right? For those of us with businesses to run, you want to be creating content that attracts your clients at various levels in the buyer's journey, and provide these call outs that let them know you have business. So in every video we say, by the way, I talk more about this on our website. Click the link in the description box below. right?
Yeah.
In every video, we say something like that gets them to click on a link that now puts me in there the algorithm where maybe I could have some retargeting and whatnot. Truly, we're pretty much, I mean, we are 100% organic company, and that's because one video on YouTube that performs well, I mean, you got to make 10 if you want, you know, 1 or 2 to really go mega viral, right?
Yeah.
But those 1 or 2 videos will outperform everything that you're doing on
Absolutely.
Instagram and LinkedIn and running yourself into the hole. It's like, we believe, start with YouTube.
And it keeps working.
And then filter your YouTube content into your social channels and bring people back to YouTube.
That's it. That's it.
Beautiful.
And please, not your commercials. Don't put your TV commercials on there.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing you can do with your commercials. Like, you could have, because your commercials are going to be hosted on your website, right? Like, and embedded in those 5 top pages. Make that playlist. Absolutely. Have
replay it. Make it your strategy.
But that's not your strategy. Exactly. You know, we say there's only 2 kinds of videos. Videos that you want to do and videos that you need to do. Right. And that's it. And at the end of the day, they should be the same thing. Like, you should want to do the videos you need to do to grow the channel. There is value in subscribers. You know why? Because people will buy from you because you have more subscribers than the last guy. So while we don't we're not like, hey, I'm going to grow you to 100,000 subs. Like, most of our clients already kind of have 100,000 subs, but they're making no money. Right. And it's like, how do we turn this into money? The point is that you focus on the goal you want. You want people to binge watch your videos and call you. So make videos that accomplish that. And that's what we help our clients do.
I love that. I love that,
Beautiful.
Owen. And I love this comment to kind of close us. I love this. We think attraction means reaction. The true attraction is when we skip to the reaction, take action. Oh, that's poetry
Jackson.
Right there. Love it. Love it. So, Owen, where can people find out more about you?
owenvideo.com. Visit our website. We have workshops that you can plug into. It's a 1-day workshop where we teach everything so that you can go out and start building. We call that the YouTube Authority Intensive, but we also have the Authority Accelerator, where you can work with me and I'll coach you and your team through the process. If you don't have a team, we have a done-for-you program where we will tell you what videos to make. We will help you write them. We will log into my program and I will record them and edit them for you using our virtual videographer service. So we're here to serve the business community. We're here to work with real professionals that want to earn revenue and grow their company to the next level. So if that's you, then visit my website and let's have a conversation.
Please. Yes, please. I'm going to be checking that out myself, actually.
Beautiful stuff.
I love it. I love it. And Mike, I'm sorry you missed out. You have to watch back some of this nuggets too. It's always that's just how it goes, right, guys? But now we can make videos on what to do when your co-host drops off. Yeah, drops out. That's going to be my next YouTube video. But guys, seriously, type the word recap in the comments so you get this sent to you. And sorry, Owen, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, next time you could just have a sock puppet just pop up. It's like, oh, Mike's gone.
I need to get an extra bobblehead of you, Mike.
Bobblehead of me.
Just have it there.
I love my bobblehead. Thank you so much. My bobblehead is up in my living room. It's like a Dundee for me. Like, I'm really proud of that bobblehead. So thank you.
That is a major compliment. I'm a huge fan of the Dundies. So, all right, guys, let us know. Again, type the word recap in the comments so you get this sent to your inbox, or let us know, what are you binge watching right now? I hope you will join us back here next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Magnet Marketers. Till then, continue being a magnet with your marketing versus being a bullhorn. And thank you so much, Owen. Thank you, Mike, for your time. Thank all of you for tuning in with us this week. We'll see you back here next week. Bye, everyone.